What's good? It's your boy Nigel, your go-to guy for movies, recommendations, TV shows, reactions, all that good stuff. All right, we're back in here. In this video, it is my official review of Venom, There Be Carnage. Okay, let's get into it. The first Venom movie came out a couple years ago. It was a pleasant surprise. All right, everyone loved it. It got great ratings. Should have gotten a rated R, but hey, beggars can't be choosers, right? Even though we've been waiting on that movie for over 25 years, okay? Tom Hardy's awesome. I got to meet him also when I was working at the Apple store. He came out of our bathroom in the back because I guess they were filming at the time in Atlanta. And he comes out and he's just like, "How you doing, mate?" I'm just like, but it's Tom Hardy right here, dog. In comes Andy Serkis, the GOAT of motion capture, coming to direct this sequel. Now, if you don't know Andy Serkis, he is Gollum, he is Caesar, he is King Kong, right? He is Claw. Awesome dude, awesome actor. Seems like he's finally getting his grasp on directing as well. Now, this movie, obviously the main selling point is that we now have Carnage on the big screen. And if you're a fan of Spider-Man, Venom, you've been waiting on a Carnage movie for a long time. And you've wanted them to get it right. And I hate to say it, but unfortunately, the more I think about this movie, the worse it gets in my mind. Now, let me say, I did have fun watching it. There's a lot of things to like, but there are a lot of nitpicks, man. A lot of things that I wish they would have just not had, kind of thought twice about. First things first, the movie is way too damn short. The shit is literally like an hour and a half with credits, okay? And when you have a big movie budget for a superhero movie, you want to kind of milk it for all it's got. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, it doesn't need to be Avengers Endgame long, but it needs to be long enough to where you don't notice while you're watching the movie that, oh, okay, they must have cut out some shit. If I'm noticing that you probably cut some things out, that's a problem. And for why? Why does it need to be an hour and a half? It could have been an hour and 45, could have been 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? Sony, you don't have to make it an hour and a half so you can have 20 billion showings. Everyone's still going to go see it, man. Am I being weird about that? Probably not. I think I'm right. The CGI was good. It was great, of course, right? It's 2021. The CGI is going to look great. The problem I have is with Carnage himself. The character design, it looks cool, but it's not as close as I'd like it to be to the comics, to my trading card even. You know what I'm saying? You see he's got the black stuff on there. They kind of skipped out on a little bit of that. And they made it to where he was more like this big amalgamation where he's got like 20 billion tentacles and it kind of loses his shape, I won't go too much into it. It's still cool, right? It's just when you got so many tentacles, it's kind of hard to focus on what he's really doing. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like how Venom is. Venom, you see his figure, you're like, oh, this is a big dude. You know what I'm saying? You know what his arms are doing. He doesn't have too much going on. Another nitpick. This movie is comprised of 95% jokes, okay? Some of them are pretty funny. You'll be chuckling in the theater. But most of the jokes they just don't land, man. It's kind of, I had people in my theater not really laughing with the movie. They were laughing at the movie at certain jokes. And it's like, it makes you cringe a little bit, man. I don't like that. But some of the jokes are pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. It's a couple one-liners. The F-bomb, as you know, in PG-13 movies, they get one F-bomb. And they used it perfectly in this one. So I can appreciate that. Let's talk about the relationship between Eddie and Venom. This is a non-spoiler review, so I won't go too much into it, but the majority of the movie is comprised of them bickering at one another. And we kind of got that in the first movie. They're trying to figure things out, see how they can be compatible, see how each entity can get what they want, right? And in this one, it just continues. It's like, bro, you guys, clearly time has passed since the first movie. You guys should have kind of figured things out by now and just be out there getting to the bad guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of on Venom's side with this whole thing. I don't know. And he's like, oh, they're going to haul us off into Area 51. Then what the hell is the point of having a symbiote in the first place, bro, if you ain't going to use them? You know what I'm saying? The movie's PG-13. It should have been rated R. It's kind of weird having no blood when you have literally one of the most dangerous monsters in Marvel out here killing people. Carnage is supposed to kill a lot of people, and it's supposed to be very gruesome. It's not just supposed to be like he hits somebody with a tentacle and they go flying. There's no blood. Looks like they got knocked out. It's like, no, they supposed to be sliced in half and just everywhere. Doesn't happen. Doesn't happen in this movie. And there's also, I think Venom actually has a bigger body count because of something that he does in the movie compared to Carnage, which is a little weird. Now, let's move over to Woody Harrelson. I love Woody Harrelson, man. That's my guy. He kills it in every movie he's in. In this one, he hams it up a lot. You know what I'm saying? He's playing a crazy Cletus Cassidy, and I like it. I don't like his hair. I don't like his outfit, but I like what he does with the character. I do wish there was a little bit more time for him and Carnage to kind of build up whatever the hell their relationship is going to be. Like I said, this movie needs an extra 15 to 20 minutes to really, if they would have just fleshed that part out, I'd have been cool. You know what I'm saying? Give them a little more time to kind of wreak havoc, get some Carnage going. This movie shouldn't be Let There Be Carnage. It should be Venom, maybe Carnage. Naomi Harris, very cool powers in the movie, but she doesn't really get to do much. You know what I'm saying? I love her as an actress. I like the effects they did with her powers. Just wish she would have had more to do, man. That's the problem with the hour and a half. Like, what the hell y'all doing, bro? Michelle Williams, I was tired of her in the first movie. There's really no purpose for her being in this one. It's like that whole love story is done, bro. It's done. It's done. It's done. Getting over to the end battle, big CGI fest, as you can imagine. Most of the comic book movies are going to have that in the third act. In this one, some of the fighting was okay. Some of it was annoying. It leaves a lot to be desired. That's all I'm saying. And I don't want to spoil anything. You'll know what I'm talking about when you see the movie, okay? Do I feel like this movie is worth watching? I think so, especially if you like the first one. You're probably going to like this one. I would still say the first one edges it out a little bit in my mind because it was fresh. We were just getting Venom. It's showing us a lot of what we haven't seen in a long time. It kind of gave us that 90s style, which was nostalgic. And this one is more of the same, but there's really nothing new that's happening, if that makes sense. All in all, you'll have a good time. You'll probably forget about it by the time Spider-Man comes out. I'm going to go ahead and rate this 2.5 Baldies out of 5. It was 3 Baldies when I got out the theater, but the more I think about it, it just keeps going down a little bit more. So 2.5. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you in the comments, if you saw the movie already, let me know. I want to know your thoughts. And if you like movie reviews and recommendations and reactions, go ahead and subscribe to your boy. Hit the bell icon so you can know when I'm putting up a new video. I put up new videos every Saturday at this point, so let's be consistent, man. Let's grow this community. I thank you for being here. Bye.